Hey everyone, Antonia here from Urban Guru Coach, and welcome to today's session. Whether you've had a busy day at work, a hectic day being a parent, or just one of them days where you feel like you want to separate yourself from your mind and just enter the body, today's flow is for you. Now I'm going to confess a little something. It's taken me 2 attempts to record this. I actually flowed for an hour and a half, recording a beautiful flow for you guys. But it didn't record for some reason, so I need this flow more than you guys, if anything, to unwind from what just happened. So I'm with you on this journey too. We're only human, and we have to face these obstacles. So here it is. We're all here journeying. So I want you to begin with your legs crossed, shoulders relaxed, get in a comfortable position. If you can't sit like this, feel free to put a cushion underneath your bottom or extend the legs or keep them to the side. I want you to be comfortable because we're going to do a little bit of conscious breathing before we enter the practical physical state of yoga. Once you're in a comfortable state, I want you to lift the spine tall, draw the shoulders back, and we're going to connect our index and thumb in a mudra. Now this mudra is all about tuning into the divine, gaining that nice rekindling connection and alignment with our intuition and our gut feeling, connecting us to Mother Earth. Let's relax our eyelids and just take a few moments to unwind from the day and just leave whatever's weighing you down, leave it all to the side. This is your time, your space, your energy. And I like to picture a nice bright white light surrounding my space, my body, my temple, protecting me from the external world so that nothing can exit or enter without my permission. So begin to put up your barriers, put up your white light, your safety, your protection, your shrine, your temple. And for the next hour, I want you to be a little bit selfish and devote every single second to you, because you simply deserve it. Let's begin to tap into the breath now. Observe how your body is moving with your natural pace of breath. Observe how your chest moves, your abdomen deflates and inflates. Observe how your shoulders and neck feel a little bit lighter as you begin to clear your mind. How your organs, your stomach feel at ease. You don't have that tension in the stomach. Just let your knees and hips feel like treacle. And let your eyelids feel as light as a feather. Now let's begin to bring a little bit more awareness to some conscious breathing as we inhale in through the nose, all the way until you can't breathe anything else in, and hold your breath. And exhale, deflate all the way up and out. Inhale again. Hold your breath. And in the space of silence, of holding your breath, dig out any suppression, emotions, tension. Kind of like putting it all on a bus or a train. And exhale, let it all leave the body. Inhale, dig deep into your root chakra. Gather together all that you want to leave and exit the body. And just use this space of retention, this space of silence to accumulate everything that no longer serves you any purpose. And exhale. Beautiful. Now last one, we're going to hold it a little bit longer now. Inhale all the goodness. Begin to get your shovel out, dig out some weeds. Put all of the suppression, the tension, the fears, the doubt onto a fluffy white cloud, a train, into your wheelbarrow, whatever you can vision, whatever works for you. Hold it a little bit longer. And exhale, blow it all out and away. Beautiful work, guys. Now that the mind is completely emptied, all that's left is this beautiful body that's ready to stretch out, to liberate, and feel all the love that we're going to bring and welcome to our lives today. Let's bring our hands together, center of the heart. The divine in me is the divine in you. The teacher within me is the teacher within you. I learned so much from all of you. You guys keep me going. You keep the passion within me alive. So today, I want to thank you all for making me love what I do every time I record these videos. And let's begin a beautiful practice together as we rise the hands up to the third eye, to the universe and all of its divine elements, and down to the ground. Om Namah Shivaya. And allow your ego to dissolve into the ground. You no longer need it today. Let it go. Let's rise the spine up, open the eyes, and begin a beautiful practice. So we're going to begin by interlocking our fingers underneath our chin. And I want you to inhale, pulling the elbows up, gazing up at the sky, lifting the chest wide open. Inhale. Exhale, elbows meet in the middle, gaze down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Beautiful. 3 more. Inhale up. Loosen up the palms, loosen up the fingers, and loosen up your neck. Let the shoulders elevate, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And exhale down. Last one, inhale up. And exhale down. Good work. We're going to reach the arms out forward as we sink into the coccyx. And we're going to reach the arms forward as far as we can, allowing the head to drop down. Loosen up your rib cage. Loosen up your spine. And pull all the energy back to the heart. Lovely. Center the hips, center the spine. Pull the shoulders back. And we're just going to rotate through the neck now, as if we're painting a circle on the wall. Let the scaling of the neck loosen up. And if you've been working behind the desk today, this is a fantastic stretch that you should be doing throughout the day. We tend to store a lot of tension around the throat chakra, the Vishuddha chakra. Big circles. Try and clench your jaw, stretch out the front of your neck. Let's rotate, change sides. Remember to inhale up, exhale down. Last one. And bring it to base. Now I know this is going to look a bit weird, but I want you to stretch the eyes out. Lift the eyebrows up and just stretch your eyes as much as you can. Contract, release, contract, release. These are vital muscles that we neglect training, and that's why a lot of us have tension around the eye and third eye area. Good. Last one. Now we're going to do the nose and the mouth. Don't worry if it looks weird. Who cares? We're here to heal. And relax your face. Good work. Okay guys, so if you're facing the same direction as me and your mat is in the same position, we're going to shift all of our body weight to the mat so we have all this space to play around with. So I want your head to face the north of the mat. And I want you to try and lift the tailbone back into base. I don't want anyone slouching. We can't always have an extension of the spine. So hold your transverse region and feed it through to the center. And just gaze your eyes at the horizon. And your hands are going to drop in line with the knees and hips. You don't want a big window. You want them about 2 hands away from each other. So when we lift up onto the knees, the shoulders and hands are in line. Take a slight step back with the knees and dig the toes into the back of the mat. We're just going to begin by stretching out the fascia of the palms. And trust me, if I could turn back time, I would definitely warm up my wrist a little bit more when I first started doing yoga. That was my ego taking over. And I just wanted to jump into all the hard moves. But trust me, this is not what yoga is about. So begin by lifting the palms up and down. Stretch out the fingers. Tune into the breath. Feel all them tight little niggles in your hands. Good. 2 more. And let's flick the hands upside down. Only a hand away from the knees. If you have your hands too far away, it's quite strenuous on the wrists. And when you're comfortable, just rock the weight back and stretch out the anterior of your wrists. If you want to give your fingers a wiggle or clench your fists, just for that extra stretch, then feel free to do so. Lovely. Few more. Good work. Let's flick the hands back round to base. Knees beneath the navel, hands beneath the chest and shoulders. We're just going to push into the ground and hover the knees above the mat. And I want them knees as close as you can to the mat, as if I can thread a piece of paper through that little gap. And keep protracting through the shoulders and squeeze into that upper core. Keep your gaze down at the mat. And we're going to slowly rock the body and the weight back to the knees. However, I want the knees to still stay low and begin to stretch the arms out forward. Sinking all the way in between the armpits. Allow the lats to activate. Allow that upper core to engage. Your breath begins to elevate. Good work. As we inhale, we're going to elevate the bum, extend the legs, and we're going to keep the ears in line with the armpits as we roll the weight forward, past the hands, and we're going to squeeze that upper core like a tall plank. Squeeze the upper core, squeeze your quads, squeeze your thighs, and bring it back down. Keeping the arms strong, shoulders protracted, knees nice and low to the ground. So if you can see the difference with my shoulders, I don't want you guys doing this. I want you guys reaching through the scapula. Squeeze the upper core. Inhale, let's roll it up. Extend the legs. Squeeze the top of your abs. Push through the shoulders. Keep looking past the navel. And bring it back down. Nice and slowly. Conscious movement. Powerful shoulders. Strong wrists. Remember to utilize the power of your fingertips and not just the wrists. Last one now. Inhale up. Extend the legs. Roll it forward. Good. And we're going to go all the way through now. Sinking the hips. Flattening the feet. And dropping the elbows down in Sphinx. Now in this position, I want you to completely retract the shoulders as if you're trying to kiss the shoulder blades together. Lift the heart up. And keep that sternum nice and wide. Squeeze and clench your bottom together. Hey, you! This is my wonderful cat who doesn't walk me throughout the whole day, but whenever I do yoga, he's my friend. Good work. Let's slowly drop the chest down and pull the hands back towards the breast. As we lift up, we're going to peel the chin back into the chest and rock up to downward dog. Welcome your animals. Welcome all your loved ones to the mat. There's something about yoga that soothes my fairy family, my fairy babies. Good work, everyone. Let's take a step forward, left foot, right foot, and sit down in Muladhana. Let your wrists cool down. Give them a little shake. You're doing great, guys. It's a little bit more fiery. We're going to be holding the positions a little bit longer. My old style of flowing was quite fast, but throughout my 12 years of teaching and flowing myself, I've come to a realization that it's about slowing down and it's about exploring that sweet little essence of what the position has to teach you in the moment where you want to come out of it. Good work. So we're going to plant that left hand down and we're going to step back with the left foot. Good. And just let that left quad stretch out. Right arm's going to reach forward. As we pull the right arm in, we're going to step forward back to Muladhana. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, right leg back. Sink the hip in. Really push from that right arm. Keep everything centered. I don't want you on your toes. Keep the heels down for now. Pull the arm in and crunch the knee back to Muladhana. Good. We're going to do this a little bit faster, just for 2-3 rounds, so we get this little dynamic stretch through the hips. Left hand down, left leg back. Bring it back in, Muladhana. And back. Exhale, inhale in. Last one now, left hand down, left leg back. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, right leg back. and bring it in. Good work. Threading that right arm back. We're going to pop the hips up, staying onto the toes, reaching with that left hand up and above the head. And then we're going to guide the heels back down along with the bum. And as if we're feeding the world with our palm and shifting over to the left side. All the way up onto the toes. Follow the hand with your eyes. Strong shoulder. Drop in the heels. Drop in the bum. Feeding it through. Good work. Let's drop the hands forward. Jump it back to a Chaturanga. Come down to a Dandasana. Inhale up, Bhujangasana. Powerful breath. And just feel your body working at its optimal state. Full focus, full presence. And this is what it's all about. Bringing everything together into an embodied practice in harmony. And this is what yoga symbolizes, unity. Bringing everything together. Let's ground the toes, peeling the head back into the chest, and back up to downward dog. Take a moment to reset in Adho Mukha Savasana, flicking the tailbone up. Loosen up your hamstrings a little bit more if you want to pedal to and from each limb. Sway your hips. Stretch out your ankles. Stretch out any tension in the back of your body. Good work. So we're going to lift that right hip off the ground so the foot's completely off the mat. And I just want you to swing the leg as far forward as possible without touching the mat and bringing it back up. Now I don't want your hip to move or externally rotate. I want you to keep the hip as centered as possible and begin to bring the foot through and back up. However, don't touch the mat. 1, 2. Remember to breathe into your asanas. Inhale up, exhale down. This is a great way to strengthen your psoas major and loosen up your hamstrings, keeping them hips nice and strong. And if you've given birth and you feel they're a little bit weak or loose, I'd advise you guys to do this. Good. Now on that last swing, we're going to bring the leg as far forward as possible, lifting onto the left toes and stepping forward with the right foot. Good work. Slightly dropping that left knee down. However, we're not going to rest on the ground. We're going to open up the chest and revolve through the right side with the right palm. Allowing that glute to make some space. If anyone has sciatica, this is a great stretch to loosen up any tension through the glutes, the hamstrings, all the way down to your calves. Remember to gaze at your fingertips. And as that right hand drops, we're going to take a spring on that back leg, tuck it into the chest. Find your balance, remove your hands. Rise up. And if you fall, don't worry. Just be resilient. Get back up wherever you've fallen from and try again. Now your hands are going to reach behind the calf or the ankle. And we're going to extend into an Uddhita Hasta Pada Gustasana. Left leg elevates. And exhale. Remove the hands. Let the leg naturally fall back to base. Placing the hands onto the tailbone. Keeping that nice bulletproof torso. Shoulders back. Neck is loose. Hands in prayer. Samasti Didi. Close your eyes. And just feel your heart rate elevate. And just feel how wonderful it is to be human. And to have these wonderful bodies that are doing all of these involuntary work for us to keep us alive. Sending messages to and from muscles, neurotransmitters, to be able to perform these wonderful shapes, positions. We are miracles. Take a moment to praise your bodies. Beautiful. Let's inhale, rise to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, flat back, folding forward. Inhale. Exhale, head to toe, Pada Hastasana. Jumping or stepping back to a Chaturanga Dandasana. Chaturanga Dandasana, up to Bhujangasana. Lovely work, everyone. It's a powerful flow today. Everything that we need throughout the midweek to reboot our system, recharge our bodies. Keep pulling the shoulders back, pulling the neck back. And let's flick the toes over, peeling it back up to downward dog. Remember, full protraction of the shoulders as if you're pushing your body away from the ground. We're going to do the same thing but with the left leg now. Let's elevate the left hip off the ground, the left foot, sorry. And we're just going to skim the foot all the way up without twisting the hip and all the way forward as far as you can without having to touch the ground. You'll feel it in your calf, you'll feel it in your hip, squeezing the glute up and exhaling down. Inhale up, exhale down, loosen up the hips, strengthen them too. Remember to keep pushing through the shoulders. Move into that breath. Last one. And we're going to lift onto the right toe and take a step forward with that left foot. If you need to bend your knee, no problem. If you want to make it harder, keep the leg straight. Good work. Shuffling that back knee down to the ground. However, we're not going to rest. We're just going to hover. And with this left arm, we're going to revolve all the way around to the left side, into that left glute. Good. And keep turning the head all the way around towards the sky. Get this nice revolving sensation through the torso. Of the heart. Just take a moment to compose yourself, compose your posture, compose your breath. As we begin to bend the knees and sit down in Utkatasana chair pose, I want your arms completely in line with your spine. I don't want your arms down here. Get that nice overhead press. Keep the neck neutral. Let's hold it a little bit longer. Count your breaths. Count your blessings. 3 more breaths, drop the bum lower. And drop the hands down, extend the legs up to Pada Hastasana. Folding forward, gazing through the knees. Inhale, halfway look up front, jumping back, stepping back to Chaturanga, Dandasana, and up to Bhujangasana. Give your hips a little roll, shake it off, roll the shoulders back. Beautiful work. Peeling the chin back into the chest, pushing back to child pose. Full lengthening all of the lumbar spine. Allow the lower back to decompress. Keep the elbows elevated. Just take a few moments to embrace your bodies, ground your third eye, and just process all of the beautiful asanas you've already done. Let's charge up the body before we begin the next flow. Bringing the body up onto the knees, grounding the toes at the back of the mat, lifting the knees up, back up to Adho Mukha Savasana, downward dog. Keep pushing the lumbar spine back into the calves. And we're going to take a little spring as we roll up onto the toes, bend the knees, springing up. Dropping the feet down to the hands. And drop back down to Utkatasana chair pose. Dropping both hands down, removing the right leg up to the sky into an inverted split. Once you found your balance, remove the left hand, reach behind for the opposite leg. So left hand, right foot. Make sure that right hand is grounded and give your hamstrings, quads a good stretch. Good work. We're going to kick the right leg all the way out to the side as we sit down. Good. Now in this position, I want you to wrap your left arm around the knee and interlock your hands around the kneecap. Keep pulling the chest up, flexing the toes. Deep breaths. It's a little bit more powerful. Got a few more asanas to get through, then we're going to start calming the body down. But stay with me now. Stay focused. Stay present. Let's bring the hands back down to base. As we push into the ground, we push into the left foot and peel the leg back to base. Loosen up one knee at a time, one hamstring at a time. And begin to sit back down into Utkatasana. Inhale up, arms above the head, completely in line with the spine. Neutral neck. Begin to fold forward, lifting the left leg up too as the hands drop. Inverted split. Bending the left knee, removing the right hand off the ground and reaching over for the ankle, the foot, whichever part you can grasp. Loosen up your hamstrings, work on your balance, ignite your frontal lobe, and just start to build this beautiful connection of trust within yourself, resilience. And each time you get better, you get this sense of pride, of accomplishment. And this is the beauty of yoga. Start pulling that knee a little bit higher up now. And we're going to guide the left leg behind the right ankle, extending out and sitting the bottom down. The hand is going to wrap around the right knee, left hand behind the back. Begin to lift the chest up, loosen up the lower back, the glutes. You can pull the shoulder, revolve through the left side if you want. I love this stretch. It really gets your mind and body connected. And let's drop the hands down. Shuffle the weight forward, so you have to lift the bottom off the ground with the right foot and bring the foot back to base. Woo, lovely jubbly. So we're going to have a little bit of fun now and work on an inversion. This is going to be the last intense asana of the day, so stay with me. Try your best, and don't worry if you can't do it. It took me ages to learn all these moves. I'm just here to open up the door to inspire you. So you're going to begin by sitting your bottom down in Malasana. You see how my knees naturally wedge into my armpits? So I want you to get in this comfortable position. And don't worry if you can't. You can always go on your toes or put some blocks under your heels. Now, reach forward with your arms, but make sure the knees are still in the armpit socket. We're going to rock up onto the toes, elevate the bum, and we're going to roll our triceps onto the shins to the point where we've levered all of the weight past the hands. So it's going to be hard to lift from this position, so you need to let the weight pull you forward to the point where your toes are going to roll off the ground in Bakasana. One more breath. You can either jump back or just step to the ground like this. Or you can jump back to a higher plank. Come all the way down to Dandasana, Bhujangasana. Good work. We're going to drop the chest down, slide the hands forward onto the forearms, and push the body back to child pose. Keep the bum high this time. And begin to peel the hands towards the knees. Rising up with the neck and alleviating through the shoulder blades and the hips. So we're going to push the hands into the ground and just lift the knees off the ground. Good. Now bring your hands a little bit more forward. Lift the knees to the chest now. Drop the knees down. This time we're going to go all the way up, bringing them up and flicking round onto the feet. Now I want you to jump and just land with your feet crossed. Okay? If you can go all the way through, try your best. Eventually, with practice, it will look a little bit like this. And a good way to break it down is to just jump, sit down, and extend the legs forward. So we're going to be in this nice comfortable position. Get the feel of engaging your transverse. We're not going to go all the way down. We're just going to stay about there. And then peel the chin forward and up. So we're kind of making like a C or a banana with our chin. Rolling it in. Gazing down at your navel. And peeling it back up. Bringing it back down. Exhale. And all the way back up. Hold it in a strong Dandasana. Lengthen the hips. And we're going to keep the hands aside of our thighs now. And we're just going to strengthen our psoas major in the hips before we begin Shavasana. Stay strong, guys. Stay with me. So we're just going to lift the right leg off the ground. And we're just going to pulse that leg up. Up. Slightly down. Don't rest on the ground there. Lift and down. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good work. Change side. If you've had children and you feel like your pelvic bone and the girdle's a little bit weak, this is a great way to strengthen without having to jump around too much. Isolation is the key to strengthening in a safe manner as well. Keep lifting. Keep squeezing. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Rise up to the sky. Inhale. Tailbone in. Exhale. Head to toe. Paschimottanasana. Keep moving into that breath as you inhale, rise. And as you exhale, reach a little further. Let your body guide you there. And never settle for that first breath. It's one of my favorite stretches. You've got to be really subtle, gentle, and patient with it. Good. Let's halfway look up front, flat back. Bringing the arms all the way back, fingers away from the body. Retracting the shoulders. And we're going to lift the hips up. And squeeze the glutes. Pull the shoulders back. If it's too much, you can always bend your knees. Not a problem. Urdhva-dhanasana. And drop the bum down. Good work. As we peel the hands forward, we're going to take a slight rock back and lift the legs up into Navasana, boat pose. Begin to pinch the shoulder blades together, flex the feet, engage the core, push up from the rib cage. Again, you can always bend your knees if it's too much. Good work. Slowly dropping the hands down, rocking onto the back, pushing up into Shalabhangasana, shoulder stand. So with your hands, you're going to push against the ground, and then you're going to rest on your elbows and thread the body up to the sky into a beautiful, strong shoulder stand. This is a great way to roll out any knots, any tension in the traps. And just begin to push the body as tall as can be. Your spine should already feel nice and loose. Engage your core. Observe how your abdomen's moving back and forth as the diaphragm works its magic to create this beautiful circulation of breath through the body. Keep clenching the bum, and let's slowly drop the feet above the head, nice and slowly. Good work. Give your back a little massage. Also give yourself a pat on the back for the wonderful flow that you've just gifted yourself with. And this is what it's all about, taking time out to get to know yourself and the areas that you need to heal on, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Let's drop the knees to the ears now. Try not force yourself, just let them drop into Karna Pindasana. If you want, you can wrap your arms around the knees, behind the knees, and just decompress any tension in the shoulder blade region. Unlock the hands, drop them down to the ground, and begin to guide the body slowly down to the ground. Tucking the knees to the chest, sliding the arms in line with the shoulders, and just begin to massage your back and your glutes as we rock the knees side to side. You guys have done beautiful today. I hope you're proud of yourselves. I'm really, really proud of all of you. It hasn't been an easy one, but remember, this is where the magic happens. You haven't signed up for the end goal. You haven't signed up for easy. You've signed up for the inconvenience, and this is where growth begins. Let's extend the legs. Keep the palms facing upwards, and just take a moment for our bodies to surrender and bathe into the comfort of earth beneath you. Shavasana is all about switching off. Also about learning how to switch off without having to think, to move, to talk. It's one of the hardest things to accomplish in life. And in this space of isolation and getting to know your spirit, I want you to begin by relaxing every muscle, every cell, every joint in your body. Completely separate yourself from this physical dimension. Allow your mind to turn into a white, fluffy, empty cloud. Let your breath come back to its natural pace. Blood pressure, your temperature. Just let everything be at peace and exactly how it wants to be. Enjoy the next few moments in silence, in preparation for a wonderful night's rest ahead. Now, if you want to continue in Shavasana, by all means, you do what your body wants. This is your time, your choice, your space and energy. So feel free to just continue doing your thing. For those who want to rise up with me, begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Begin to stretch your limbs out as if you're waking up from a light siesta. Ah, feels good. And just begin to roll over to your comfortable side. And as we lay here, just take a moment of you processing all of the magnificent new dimensions you entered today. And make this a reminder of how perfectly aligned you are, exactly the way God or the divine made you. Nothing needs to really change. You just need to accept it. And when you're ready, rise up slowly in the middle of your mat, hands in prayer, legs across, to end tonight's wonderful session. It's a blessing to be able to practice, to have this beautiful creation of our magnificent bodies that move in all sorts of patterns, shapes, forms, the ability to have 4 limbs, the ability to have the freedom to express. Just take a moment to appreciate how full, complete, and loved you are. I want to thank you all for bringing me so far on my yogic journey, recording these videos. I do this for you guys, and you guys fuel me to continue fueling my passion, to share this space of sanity, space of peace, and the space of love. And may you share this space with everyone who needs it around you. It's a gift of unity. And I'm wishing you guys a lovely evening. And to end the session, let's rise the hands up to the ajna, the third eye. A reminder to approach everything with an open mind, no judgment, expectations or assumptions, and that it's already perfect exactly the way it is. Let's thank the universe and its wonderful elements for all that they do for us, and bow down to one another. Namaste, everyone. Have a great evening, and I'm looking forward to seeing you for the next flow. Let me know how you got on. It's the only form of feedback that I get. And if you really like what I'm doing, feel free to head to my channel. I have a little small donation link on my banner picture. And if not, just enjoy the journey. And I'm just grateful that you're getting something out of it. Good night from us. Namaste.